On your comment, your parents have died, and someone has the audacity to post that they felt like they didn't die from COVID. They called it, by the way, something very despicable and very racist, the Kung flu. But they say that, and then they say, oh, they didn't die from it, they just died with it. I mean, what is going on with people?
It goes back to what we've been saying all along, that there's just people who don't believe that this virus is real, and they think that if a death certificate lists something in addition to COVID-19, that COVID didn't kill them. The other thing did. So I learned a lot through the death certificates. When my dad and my mom's death certificates came in the mail, I realized, there's the list of the cause of death. And not only did it list COVID-19, it has sepsis and respiratory failure and COVID-19. But to the doubters, the people that don't want to count my dad's death and my mom's death, they didn't die of COVID-19 because there's other things listed. And the way I personally view that, it's just flawed logic. And the fact is, the deniers are using people's deaths to fit their own agenda.
When you talk about death certificates, while only 6% of all U.S. death certificates list COVID-19 as the sole cause of death, 92% of the others clearly state that COVID-19 is the underlying cause. The novel coronavirus is a killer, make no mistake about it, and no matter how you twist the numbers, you can't get away from the fact that it kills people and has done so hundreds of thousands of times. Terri, your journey obviously was not very easy, and you obviously had some very challenging times, and one of the most challenging times was towards the end of your parents' life and your need or the way you had to communicate with them. Take us through how that process was, trying to ask them questions.
My dad was very hard of hearing, and we had to clarify what he wanted. And the doctors and the social workers and the palliative care teams, we came up with an idea that we would write out questions on paper and we would hold them up to my computer. And the nurses in the room would help him see these on a laptop, and he would nod yes or no to the questions. And so I would write out these really sad, notes, and I call them my flashcards. I don't know if you can, see one. That's the one that's telling my dad that it's okay if he wants to stop fighting. And I call them my flashcards, and flashcard day was a very difficult day for me emotionally. And we ultimately just tried to make them both as comfortable as possible in the end.
Wow. Once again, we give you our heartfelt condolences. We appreciate you sharing your story. We hope that someone out there listening and seeing this will really be sensitive and understand that this is just simply not easy, and you don't need to walk in someone else's shoes before you take this seriously. So condolences to you and your family, and stay safe, and our prayers are with you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.